Benjamin. I'm coming from Belgium, and I'm coming to Mozambique because of a very urgent burning fire in myself, just to serve people who really need help.
My name is Moses Mtombeni. I'm from Bushback Creek. Yes, I'm going to the Mozambique to do some work at Mozambique, to try to help the other people at Mozambique.
I'm Rachel, I'm from Alaska, and I originally came to South Africa with Mercy Air to help a family get settled in for serving with them long term. And it happened to be that they were getting ready to do a trip to Mozambique. And Jeremy asked if I would like to go and see a little bit more of what the ministry work is that they're actually doing here.
My name is Daniel. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. I decided to go on this mission trip because I was interested in scoping out what mission aviation looked like on the ground.
My name is Turner. I am from Port Elizabeth, Alaska. I've been volunteering for Mercy Air for a little bit, and then before I came, Jeremy had asked if he wanted me to go on the Mozambique work party, so I was like, okay, sounds good. But yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. God definitely led me there. I didn't plan on going, but yeah, it just kind of ended up that I came.
Hello, my name is Luke. I am joining from Cape Town. One of the main reasons that I wanted to be part of this trip was to experience a cross-cultural missions trip. This is the first time I'm being a part of something like this. And I also wanted to get a exposure to a church in a different setting and just be part of that and get that experience.
As a team, we had the opportunity to serve at SAM Ministries in Mozambique, and it was just incredible to witness the work that they're doing there, the good, fruitful work that they are doing, their impact in the community, and how they support the locals that work for them, how they upskill them, how they give them employment, and how they are just a blessing and a light shining in this darkness.
The highlight of the trip for me was certainly the morning devotions. As a team, we each got an opportunity to share as part of their morning devotions. And so the whole team would meet together along with the farm workers and all of those who worked at SAM's base at 7 o'clock every morning. And each of us got an opportunity. And it was such a refreshing way to be able to share God's word.
When Jesus took all of our dirty clothes, and I just thought I just had to on him. I got take a ear. What did God do to Jesus? For Maria, I save my Jesus.
The highlight for the trip, just it's maybe something to learn when you go outside of the country, to see other people, to enjoy that life of the Mozambique, the good people with the Mozambique people. It's so very good to know like that. Yes.
Hey, Joyce! 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 Joyce!
The highlight of the trip for me was definitely going to a local school in the area near where we were staying. We were busy doing some renovations on the classrooms, painting, putting putty in window panes, but one of the best things that we were able to do there, one of the most incredible things I got to experience, was to interact with 50, 60, 100 kids and blow up balloons with them, play games with them, give them high fives, make them smile and involve them in our activities, and that was really special for me. And I really found that an incredible blessing to be able to minister in the midst of working at that school.
I think what really stood out to me was how little they have available as far as like medical resources. We went to the clinic one day and saw what SAM is doing with a milk program for the babies and kids that don't get enough nutrition. And we went into the supply room, and from what I'm used to, the shelves just felt completely empty. And just seeing what they have available, like if they are in a trauma situation or where they need more medical help, is so limited compared to what we're used to in America, even remote places in America. And it was really hard to accept that, I think.
I think it was really cool to see what SAM is doing. It really takes a lot of wisdom for one, and power from God to be able to go out in the middle of nowhere and minister. And it is a very dangerous country as well. But yeah, that takes a lot of effort to do. Time away from your family. Dwight and Lynn and Shannon, that's really hard to do, just to go out in the middle of nowhere and worship God and also bring God to others.
Well, the highlight for my trip was visiting the church. It was a small church, very poor people, but they were dancing all the time. They had such a joy in their heart, so they are rich in their heart. And although they have not much, they invited us for a lunch, and they gave us a wonderful lunch with a chicken, which is very, very expensive for them. So they gave it all for us. That was a very highlight of my trip.
Something was expected to be going to be difficult to communicate with that people, because that language is very difficult, like Shona's language and Portugal's language is very difficult, but I will try to communicate with him like that.
The last maybe 2 days before we left, a day before we left, I think, we left the farm. We were going to visit some people, and there's a gate, and you go out of the gate, and right to the right there's there's houses that SAM had built for people, but there was a blind family there. They have 4 kids. It was just hard for them to do things. They're like, these kids are no older than 4 and younger. The kids have to walk them to the bathrooms. That was very sad to see, for sure.
One of the challenges that struck me in that context was, often I think in the Western world, churches almost, if you can think of it like this, the sort of top layer, we generally, education is a given and infrastructure is a given. But in this context, a lot of those building blocks are not there. So in order to present the gospel well and to be able to take the gospel into a community like this, it usually needs to be accompanied by some form of literacy training or some help in getting that basic infrastructure in place. So that was eye-opening for me, and also a joy to be part of, in a small way during our time there, just contributing towards that, so that the gospel can go out.
I do believe that Mozambique needs our prayers, SAM needs our prayers, the local people there in the rural community need our prayers. I do believe that the gospel will bear fruit, and the sharing of the good news will bring change, the change that these people desire and the change that I believe God desires. Pray also just for the local community, that the gospel would go out, that the message of hope would reach every heart in this community, for there is a great need.